I don't think I can let you go. I don't think I can let you go. Bet you love me before I tell me what you want. Tell me what you need, babe. Tell me about your dreams. Tell me everything, yeah. Do it, do it, do it. I'll do it, do it, do it. Tell me what you need, babe. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you need, babe. Tell me about your dreams. Tell me everything, yeah. Do it, I do it, I do it, do it. I do it, I do it, I do it, do it, do it. Don't think I can let you go. I don't think I can let you go. Bet you love me before I freeze love. I don't think I can let you go. Bet you love me before I go. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you need, babe. Tell me about your dreams. Tell me
Hey,
everything, yeah.
hey, hey, hey. How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
I'll do it, do it, do it.
Good morning. It's morning.
Tell me what you want. Tell me what you need, babe. Tell me about your dreams. Tell me everything, yeah. Do it, I'll do it, I'll do it. I'll do it, I'll do it, I'll do it.
What up, ladies? What up? What up? What up? I gotta go back to delete that other one because I'm testing on that live, and I think I'll just put it like to the members and stuff because I be needing somebody in the chat, to make sure and to respond to some questions that I may be having. So I had to figure it out, y'all. Figure it out. My day's been good. How's y'all day? How's y'all day? I think I asked y'all over there, but I want to know again, how is everybody day out there? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome to One Papoose channel. If you have not liked and subscribed, shared the channel, please help the channel by doing so. I appreciate that. You like my music? That's what's up, Jones. Thank you. I got a whole bunch of selection now. I try to pay for some of the good stuff, not always, the hip hop and the boom, boom, boom and stuff like that. But be careful, Jones, because I got that old beat thing over here too that I'm paying for. So I'm gonna try to become your girl since you over here on the chat, and I welcome you. But I've been writing some lyrics. I'm gonna write some lyrics down. I've been over here practicing with my little beat. Right, I'm over here like a whole goddamn computer studio going on. And trust me, Jones, I be cracking myself up. I be like, Bia, what you doing? Hey, Tanea. Hello, hello, Lavelle Hill. Welcome back, y'all. Don't mind the other live that I was doing because I couldn't figure out why it was not working until a question popped in my head, and it was like, wait a minute, you changed the IP on pretty much everything because I had people come in and kind of get a stronger Wi-Fi where I'm at and working on it. The second monitor is up, so now I got to figure that out on how I have one monitor doing one screen and another one doing another one because it's doing the same thing on both screens. And I'm like, but I kind of like it because I'm looking at me over here and I'll be like, I picked you over to, it's two of me tonight. But y'all can't see her, but she here. Got two of me going. So I'm liking that. I'm noticing that I'm having something going on with the camera too. So I'm gonna upgrade that too. I'm gonna grow my stuff over here. It took a hit. It's knocked down, but it got knocked down for the good reason. And get away. Get away. When I say I don't do toxic, that's what I mean. And dust it out. Bow wow. Dust it out. That's it all, but I'm going to continue to try to grow it and come on and speak to you guys and entertain you guys and communicate with you guys. And that is my goal over here, with also 22 coming in and bringing in something a little bit more new, a little bit more newer, things like that. I really want to get into the You Are a Liar game, so that's going to be coming up this Saturday, and that's a fact. That's a promise right there. And I don't make promises, but I will be here this Saturday to do You Are a Liar. And the way that will go is you get to call out the person that's a liar, and this is a game of elimination. The truth to what will be asked is on the card, and I will say that you are out the game, and we're going to end up with one golden eagle on the show on Saturday night that is that answered pretty much everything correctly, and to receive One Papoose merch from the One Papoose grind store over there. It'll be my selection, and if you choose to accept your gift, all you have to do is hit my email, and shipping and handling is on me as usual. My Christmas selection has been selected, and I want to say to those that I have selected for 2000 and oh, you day one, okay, well, don't you leave, Jones, don't you leave. You can go visit over there, but don't leave. I gotta capture good people. I gotta capture good-hearted people. So, and tonight we got a couple of just a couple of topics coming up. Just a couple, cause y'all know me. I got a nose like all of y'all. What up, K Shady? And sometimes it'll veer off a little bit where I got to go get the tea to bring it back over here, in case y'all miss the tea. And that's what I do over here as well. So I got a mixture of some of everything going on on this channel over here, just to be diversified. I'm a diversified ass woman. I wants to know what's going on over there, as well as bring something genuine and authentic to you from One Papoose over here. So, and I just hope that a lot of you guys stick around. I have 23 people in the chat. I know y'all want to know that I know, allegedly, where's the defense money. And keep in mind, the disclaimer will be going up. It is all for entertainment purpose only. The video, and I'm going to narrate the video, so it's going to be some stopping and going in it. And you know what? It's just to bring you guys a little laughter tonight, to wash away whatever it is that you're angry about, okay? So that's for Saturday night. The You Are a Liar is going to be coming up. We got Christmas coming up. I hope everyone is doing well with what you choose to do with Christmas coming up, as far as your gifts and all of this stuff. I stopped today to grab my Secret Santa gift, so that's out the freaking way. Now I got another problem. What is it that I am going to take for the potluck at work? I'll figure that out at the last minute. I will. I'm a last minute person sometimes, though. So you say you love my... Thank you, Lavina. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you love my energy, then you can pretty much understand why I do some of the things that sometimes it calls for you to do. Okay? So let's just touch on a little bit, because I only saw a little bit. I kind of clicked off of it, the Cousin Levi panel. Once I saw the energy up there that I tried to get away from. You feel what I'm saying? So I couldn't, I can't sit through it all. Just a little bit of it. And I was listening to Cousin Levi for a little bit, and you get the intellectual talk with the biblical quotes and things like that. So thank you, Lavina. You got me. You got me. And those are the people that I want to feel comfortable sitting with me. It's all about understanding a person's personality. You have to understand, because in reality, the majority of us is kind of alike out here, when it comes to dealing with people and things like that. What up, Queen A? So I hope you do, Lavina, but I also as well hope that you can feel, just virtually my genuineness, my kindness and my laughter and my love for what I do have for people. So, with that being said, I'm sweet, and then I can have that sour part. It's just depending on how it's rubbed. It's just how it's rubbed, and then I jump right back into the shoes that I came out of. But baby, it's gonna be a time where some just got to get it, honey. You just got to get it, cause and we ain't no punk bitches. Period. And you can't stand down. You can't let people steal your soul or your joy. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I want to talk about that just for a second before I get into the video, because I promise y'all, I think we gonna get the laugh just for a minute, and my disclaimer will be up, for the video that will be used for entertainment and maybe some educational. It depends on how you perceive it. I guess that's it. Thank you, Lavina. And don't you leave me, Lavina. Have to come find you. I'm trying to keep my little 35 people that I do have. I'm trying. So, yeah, there's this thing out there now, because it doesn't matter how you speak, how you move. It's going to be a lot of controversy. It's going to be the yays and the nays. It's just the ops and the pros. It just works like that. That's just the way life is. You ready? I know you ready. Popcorn ready too, aren't you? You popcorn ready. So, you had the Choke No Joke, had Cousin Levi on his show, right? He had quite a few people on his show. He also had, Don Russell on the show, then and Sharon Winbush, and then he ran his panel with a lot of the people that you guys normally would see out here with their speculations and allegations and, all of that, all of their opinions and theories and conspiring and you name it, all of that, right, goes on out here. But it's only up to you, to believe what you want. I can't say it's up to you to do your research on it, because truth of the matter is there's a lot of shit, a lot of people that you just can't do your research on. So the trust and the loyalty and the theories, is that's something where you're going to have to make that decision on whether, as a person, give you the narration of what they're trying to tell about different platforms and stuff. It's up to you. It's only up to you. I have mine, and I'm sticking with it until I see something different. Now you have a little bit of controversy of whether who was right and who was wrong on the Choke No Joke show with the Cousin Levi. Well, some saying that Cousin Levi started this, and some are saying that no, Choke No Joke started this, right? Yeah. Woo. Child. So, one thing that you have to keep in mind is that you get the controversy, right? Like that, at that level, because it's going to be one person that didn't watch everything from the beginning, and it may be another person that, that probably saw it all, the whole show, right? But you wouldn't know. You would only be the person sitting in there because of the part that you probably saw, and because you probably have more trust in what a particular person is saying that you like. So if A is over here liking, what you said because you rock with him, and you definitely don't fuck with, I try not to cuss y'all, with B, right? You're gonna roll with whatever A done told you, because you like him, right? So I was listening to A yesterday, at work, and Abe was like, well, no, 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 Choke started that, he kicked it off, he, did so and so, hey, Shannon, and then B, was over on the other side of the street saying, well, no, cousin Levi started it, and woo, 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 right, so now you ended up, he would say, we must never part. You hit me apart. I see it. Girl, you think as many times as I done watched that, I would know how to recite it verbatim, and I still can't. I can't. I can sing that song though. Yes, my soul says yes. Speak, Lord. Speak to me. I know that song, but we ain't doing gospel right now. We ain't doing church right now. So you have that going on, right? Perceptions. It's what you perceive that allows our brain to interpret what it is you choose to interpret. And then we spew it out our mouths. But it's only believable on these streets out here by who is speaking it, because I like that person. I don't need to go and look up this person and background like the feds do. And we want to, like, when you go and apply for a job, they're gonna pull up your stuff and see what what's to you, and shit you get. You say, oh no, what, you didn't like you ain't like that, girl. Now I'll blow that song, be over here sounding like Patti LaBelle. Then what you gonna say? What you gonna do then, huh? What you gonna do then? Think I can't sing? Girl, Shannon, you must think, because you laughing too. You think I can't sing? Are y'all kidding me? I can blow. Wait till I get in the shower and turn the water on. I'm going to record that shit. Then what y'all going to say? Because y'all know everybody in the shower sounds good. Everybody in the shower be hitting them notes, don't you? I be tearing them up in the shower, y'all. I don't know, but whatever. I'm gonna record. Y'all gonna be like, damn, Pap can blow. I got some bars and some hooks too, y'all. I do. I'm a little bit surprising when I want to be. So you say. You say, Choke didn't validate the lie, and Levi was passed because he felt like he helped Choke, and they talked plain as day. I believe from what I believe that I saw something that can actually be chopped up between two men before it escalated. Things only escalate when you have the panel with and subs. You know what I'm saying? So if your blogger has already felt, oh, Shannon, you wait till this exclusive. Don't you go nowhere. So, it gravitate, and of course now it's hard for your blogger that's entertaining you guys to calm down, or to go talk it out and patch things up and say, well, okay, we did what I did. You go, we gonna part though. I won't come back over here. I won't do this. But it gets to be too late when you've ran your panel, because your panel with people on it could become your cheerleaders. And then if you get to reading the chat room, right, and once you realize that you have a lot of people that is rocking according to your statement, to your rebuttals to a specific person, that person, in my opinion, as a blogger, and he'll keep it going. It's like, because a lot of people is saying, well, fuck you, well, fuck you, well, fuck you. So I don't know. I don't think that I don't care how much, and this is just me, and I'm entitled to say, because I know the reason why I came out here, and I can keep saying it until I turn blue, and that was just the support for R. Kelly. I did not come out here to be in support to the extent, right? I can come over and rock in the channel, or comment certain things on the subject, but will I ever, did I ever even remotely think that I was gonna ever come out here to do like this cheer thing, to be putting support to the extent to how I came out for Mr. Robinson Kelly, because I know that that's what I came out here for. I knew that for a fact. But when we start hearing about this relations and this relations and this relations and I'm sorry, it was the siblings and the ex-wife and then the ex-dietitian nanny and all these people, right? It just kind of flew over my head, like the one flew over the cuckoo's nest, right? I was hearing them and I am seeing them, but it never ever. I never was going to gravitate to where I would be like, well, that's the man. Oh, you the shit, or you the one. No, like, yeah, who are you? Because I'm coming out here for R. Kelly. And if we wasn't shouting R. Kelly, I was never planning on doing like a visitation where I was helping someone with speculations or, none of that shit. I wasn't finna do. I don't want to know. I didn't care to know pretty much from any subs or the bloggers or whatever about Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's sexual life. I don't want to know. I didn't care. I heard enough about it in the paperwork. We heard enough about it in all of them freaking text messages. I heard enough about it when I heard Mr. Kelly on the Gayle King show, when he said, all of these women, it doesn't take but one to trigger a chain reaction, and one gonna do it, the next one do it, and I didn't care. I didn't want to know about that part. So the argument, I believe, with cousin Levi is about how he did not like where Choke No Joke was talking about the licking of the kitty cat part, or something like that, right? And I remember doing a little bit of commentary on it too, and mine was in a form of a questionable. Mr. Kelly don't talk like this, right? I'm like, what? So, but after reading the subs and visiting over here, and it was like, well, he's a grown man. Well, if that's what he said and that's how he felt, then it was going to be that. And so then I saw that, that can be a controversy. You know what? Fall back off of that. If this is what he said, then this is what he said, because at the end of the day, if there is someone to be dealt with according to what they're reading and verbatim is what he's saying. These are Mr. Kelly words. I feel the same way about that with Don Russell. Then Mr. Kelly is going to have to deal with that person. Like, I ain't gonna jump on his back. I did the little commentary. No, I don't. That didn't sound right. Or Mr. Kelly, like, this isn't the R. Kelly, but maybe somebody else knows him better, or they don't. So I was like, oh, pal, you said what you said. I don't care what's being said. I'm not out here to cheerlead and pom-pom, a lot of people out. I came out for Mr. Kelly, and I'm sticking to my guns on that one. Not you the man, you the shit, you the bitch, you the... That is too damn time consuming, y'all. Too time consuming. But as he went on over there, the cousin Levi, he's pretty livid, and that's their thing. That's their thing. Is it gonna stop Choke No Joke? Probably not. I did the commentary, and you don't see me over there, and it's because of how I chose to feel about Choke No Joke, and it wasn't personal. It's just I went and I had to go say, is this the right person to follow? Is this the right person to congregate with? Is this the right person to, and I had to make that choice after everything that I went back to look. I was like, well, no, but I'm not finna come out here and be like, well, fuck you, choking, kiss my ass, No, it's like, I know. I've read some shit. It's some other shit going on, and oh no. When I say, I mean that I'm very conscious about really touching after learning and reading certain things and decide, okay, no, he got some problems, or this one may still have this going on, and all of that. And it's like nah, I can't do it. I just felt that there was not 100% degree of loyalty to yourself. If I can say that, loyalty to yourself. And I did not see that. I just don't see it. As far as when it comes to kind of jumping ships. Like, ooh, you got a whole bunch of stuff going on, like on the south side over there, whole bunch of stuff. And as I can recall, I do remember like a lady showed up down there, and there was some a bit of disturbance down there. But I understand entertainment. I understand that when a person comes on and they click on that mic, that's their show. It is what it is. And it's been that way. And I've never been in Cousin Levi's sub or anything for probably no longer than 5 or 10 minutes, because when it came on, I guess I think that the long scripture reciting, well, I was like, ooh, okay, and there is some contradiction there as well. But we all gonna be who we are. It's the hatred for me. It's the that just, I don't know. You have to learn how to jump ship sometimes. So yes, he said that he had brought him on, but Lavina, when I hear people say things like that, to me that's unnecessary to do so, because it's like, okay, what do you want? Like, what do you want? So in other words, like, I made you, or I did this for you, and I was like, okay, whatever. It's like, what, okay. But you have two grown men at the end of the day. And another episode, if you guys choose to follow it, I don't know. But then after that, I clicked off, because there was nothing else for me to see, or I didn't want to be educated on it, or none of that shit with the laws and things like that. And then I had to hear, Bookham on there. And I don't know about you guys, but after everyone speaks, so on these panels, not just cousins, right? Hey, Pee Wee, not just cousins, right? I find it where he'll start saying, well, you know what, I'm gonna bounce off of that, but and then I'm gonna go here. But if you guys go back to the cousins live over there, if you choose to do so, and you just listen to Bookham, where Bookham just went on and on about, he really had to get all of like some bullshit in, like, and then after one person speak, then now he allows Bookham to speak again, right? And it was the same shit that you just said after the first goddamn person. Then the third person spoke. I think it was Skylight, right? After she spoke, then it was the same shit that he just said after the second person and after the first person. He like, where's your answer at, dude? Like, where's your answer at? It had gotten some point to where, like, okay, be the mentee, be the mentee. But here's one for you guys. Before we're gonna switch subjects, though. Here's one for you guys, and you think about this, right? Because I thought about it long enough, right? And it has been said out here numerous times, right? Everybody. You say you just smell in here. Is that what it is, Queen? I'm trying to keep it clean a little bit. Everybody that has claimed that they have had some type of relations with Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, whether you're sibling or whether you're cousin or mentee or whatever you want to be to him out here, the brother, whatever you want to be. I don't know if it dawned on you guys, but it dawned on me. It ain't a single one of them that helped Mr. Kelly out of the situation that he was in. Not a single one. And I don't care what people, I don't care what people say, because people ain't gonna care what I say or you say or he say or near say or they say. Doesn't matter. Not a single one. Not a single one. You know, if I'm gonna have that type of clout for you, right? I sure in the hell better hear your name somewhere where you knew that Mr. Kelly had a bond to bail out for that $100,000. And it wasn't but one, I think maybe two people, name that was mentioned on bonding him out. What's her name? Lavisha, what's the woman name who showed up on Tasha K show? I paid attention to the two. She had the two brothers. Did she do Carrie? She did Carrie, Tasha K. She did the female that put up the money, that took a hit on her child care center, her mother's, I guess, or whatever, that these people went out there and destroyed. They wrote on the building, did whatever they can do to humiliate her or to cost her even more money and damages to fix, even though that's probably some insurance problem. And I get that, right? Couldn't even cut one, honey, not even with a paper clip. They couldn't slice one. Not even paperclip. So, you get to hearing out here about, well, who to trust or who to believe or who to Valencia. Thank you, Pee Wee. Y'all know y'all got to help me with names. I am horrible with names. I got to start putting me a stand up and get my notes down. That's how I didn't mess up on the other one the other day, because I had to write my notes down. Valencia Love, right? Her story, had she been out here, her story, had she been out here saying that she was like probably, the second cousin or the BFF of his or this or that, I'd have believed her story. Because we actually saw her in the courtroom standing with her attorney, and she did receive, some funds back as for her coming out to help what she called a friend, right? Let's talk about that before I move on. Friend, yeah, these people, either you the closest friend or whatever. None of these people, like none. And y'all know I got to jump on the Don Russell thing, right? I do, because I have someone that is hearing. I'm hearing her opinions, and she has her little doubts, and she was hearing mine, right? And I have to say that I don't have doubts. I don't feel, I don't see what a lot of people are seeing. I am hearing his story, you know, being changed quite a bit to make him fit this narrative, this character that they're trying to, make him out to be. But at the end of the day, it was like, this was the man that was down there, or, with walking Kelly out. And now he is now being conspired against out here because he came out to show that, I have this and I have this and I have that. And it is, girl, the 10th one. 100 plus speculations about him. But you have to ask yourself, the one, why? Why? Okay, let's just say hypothetically, okay, he got what he got out of this thing. But then I ask myself another question. Well, why are you the chosen one to do the attacking, right? And I'm like, okay, isn't that a job for the higher paid authority figures? Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's been going on what close to a year now, where it's high perspective me, where it's it's him and he stole it and he stole it and he stole it. What behooves me is that they sure have conspired a lot against that Don Russell, way more than they have with all of the other people that clearly left, according to the allegations, Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly plumb freaking broke. You see what I'm saying? That's some weird ass shit. That's some weird ass shit. And to be honest with you guys, the only person that I kind of actually do see keeping up with all of the names that was really mentioned by Don Russell of who really put Mr. Kelly in a financial bind out here, and but she also now ended up including Don Russell in her work, and that was Prima Donna, but what happened? Where's all the noise at? Where they all are off the part about Mr. Kelly was broke. It was broke before Darnell Russell came in. That was, they say, what, 2018. Oh, but where's, ain't y'all mad about that? Because right now the his supporters was trying to help, before we get into finding out where that defense money go. And keep in mind, it's just for entertainment purpose only. I'm just saying, at this point, I didn't really, in my opinion, I don't really feel like, even though the government made a choice to tighten their case up, to merge these people inside of his case, if this is an action that was done based on their own goddamn doing. You know what I'm saying? And what a lot of people fail to look at in a bigger picture, right, in a really bigger picture, and because you don't hear it a lot, with that, Mr. Kelly didn't have anything to do with the R line and the, what is it, the other guy name, and Donnell Russell, right, about separate. They don't argue enough about even separating them. You don't argue enough. They don't argue enough about it. I hear them say, well, that they did this, but your government said that Mr. Kelly is having this big type of control, this type of a way to making some things happen. And I just feel like that the argument should be, that's where the loudness should come in. Who the hell cares about you? I mean, you care about it, but when you sit here and you yelling out here that, well, there's nothing that he can do with it anyway. He tells people that he needs stuff to be released, or this or that, so that things can be done, or whatever the case, to make whatever money that Mr. Kelly needs to fight his case with, right? That's what he was saying earlier on when he came from Nick at Night and he did the Trent show, and in Texas Black Diamond. But it was when Don Russell came out and was telling, I got this paperwork, I got this, and this is put away. He said yes, he can get it back whenever, but he's not giving it to anybody else or nothing like that. The way I see it, is collectively with all of the people. Hi, to kill. How are you? With the, it's like, then you guys, get all of y'all money together and do whatever you got to do, and you guys go get Kelly up out of there so he can get out here and fight for his things. That's just how I feel about it. So I just feel like the way that they're hooping and hollering and carrying on, there's not much more damage that can be done, in my opinion, to Don Russell. Don Russell's going to probably a trial, unless the judge is going to decide his fate, which will be another hearing coming up in January. He's going to be having another phone hearing, and then he's getting ready to go and get selected, selected jury or whatever, May 23rd, a couple of days right behind R. Kelly, So, but I listen to it and I just be over there shaking my head, because as I went back again, because I don't want to miss anything, and I clearly said that if this is something that had happened, then you know what? Don, he will get his day. He will get, things will be handled accordingly. What else confuses me is that you they'll have this Keith guy on the phone, right? They can get everybody, get him on the phone. Everybody they can talk to him. He on the phone and book him. He all book him on the phone and everything. And the word on the curb out here is that he is the authority figure now on, on being overseeing a lot of Mr. Kelly things, right? I don't know it. You guys probably don't know it unless Kelly done called y'all and wrote y'all a letter, telling y'all that, it's Keith that's doing it, right? My point is that they have Keith on the phone. And not once did it ever occur to anybody to say, well, Keith, what's going on with the music? Are you, or did Don, nothing, not one single goddamn question came up about it. But it's the biggest action pretty much on channels out here. It is the biggest action. I just was dumbfounded by that. Oh, hold up. Y'all got Keith on the phone? Okay. Well, let's ask him. Hey, you and Don Russ was understanding or a misunderstanding or what about the music? Is the music in the right place? Is it since everybody says that Keith is the man, right? Never happened. Never happened. I don't know how many of you guys missed that, but no, he called in because it was Bookham on the phone, and Bookham was screaming some other woman name, and I'm like, where is it, baby? Bring it back. Wait a minute, Bookham. Instead of you hollering about this other woman name about if he was a distraction, if he was a distraction, don't you want to know if Keith knows something about them? Would you like? You know what I'm saying? Or maybe they'd still talk. Everybody talk behind the scenes too, The music is a total distraction, 100%. And based on the fact that there ain't nothing that nobody out here that is calling themselves a supporter or a fan can do about it. Ain't that something here? Can't do about it. No. So I'm sitting here like, oh, okay, but I can't wait till the end of it, though. Here, I can't wait to see what happens to the end of it. So it's crazy. All of the speculations about, the feds and 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 the feds, and I'll be over here like, yeah. Do you know how many black people are out here in this circle? Do you know it is a lot? Do you know out of all of these black people, none of them holds the credential of working for the FBI. Nobody is out here too much as an attorneys or nothing. Everybody's just, this is us out here, right here. It's like blah, 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 blah. Do you know that had our black generation did all of the schooling and got into these type of careers that is offered out here, that we probably wouldn't be, well, no, I take that back. I take that back. Maybe blacks will still be arguing, with each other. But out of all of these occupations in this circle out here, I don't see a lot of people in any of these occupations, or, as an entrepreneur or anything. I don't. I just see this. And I was like, well, yeah, that's the people. It is what it is. It is what it is, right? And so, but I wish them well on, on that journey of whatever, particular people are looking for. You know what I'm saying? You can connect the dots every day, every day, every day. And at the end of the day, this circle right here is actually stuck just right here. I done clicked on all kind of news, on everything here, everything, like everywhere, because they say, well, people are watching. People are watching. I ain't heard none of this shit at all. None of it. I don't know who are these people? What is the vast dot tech? I probably click on that and it's probably porn. You probably gonna give me a virus. Like, what, they everywhere. That's so crazy. Them people are everywhere. Make sure you hit that like button though, cause I ain't coming watching your porn and shit. So that was the second thing that I wanted to talk about, and then I think the third thing that I wanted to talk about, which I did here today while I was working, was the As Is podcast, and it had Wayne. What's his last name? Wayne. And R. Kelly always shout him out, right? R. Kelly always shouted him out in a few songs, or was it on stage or something? I used to hear R. Kelly shout him out. And is it me or what, you guys? I'm noticing that because this is his third podcast. The Sisters, and then he did Wayne Wayne Williams. Thank you. And he did, who was the other guy? It was somebody else on there before the Sisters. The Sisters. It was the third person. Wayne would be his third guest, I think. Right? Have you guys paid attention that? Oh yeah, he copped out. You guys pay attention to one particular question of I noticed of Shabazz, right? Because this is As Is production by Shabazz, right? And he opens up his show. Yes, Stephen Greenberg, absolutely. Thank you, Harlem. So three people, well, really four. I'm just counting the Sisters as one, right? Because they're together. But the show gets warmed up. Hi, Star Child. He warms them up. And, then he starts talking about their careers or, their life standings and some of their, with Greenberg, he opened it up. Let me do this. So starting off about, his career. What does he do? Blah, blah, blah. Who else has he represented? He asked about the other case about one of the other guys that was kind of big out here too and everything, right? Let's go to the Sisters. He started asking them about, their careers. Well, oh, I heard you guys are singers, blah, blah, blah. He got them all warmed up. He did Wayne Williams yesterday, today. I don't know when the video was, but I saw it today. And same thing, tell us how you got started or who did you like best? Well, he likes, he did a lot of the dance music, right? And people portrayed him like if he was gay or something, because the pop dance music back then, hey Petey, was, considered part of the gay culture or something, right? So he got them all warmed up. He got them all warmed up, right? And then he'll come, with this, he has his way of putting it, right? As if these people are going to engage or admit of knowing anything about Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's sex life, girlfriends. And that, yeah, have y'all been following that? I actually wrote it down, and I was like, wow, you did him too, right? He asked Wayne Williams, well, did you see anything? Same thing, but in a different, genuine way. He asked, Greenberg. He asks, how could you be around this person this long, right? This is what I can't quote it house music, thank you. I can't quote it verbatim, but he asked him, well, but you were around. And in the indictment, it says, that, or let's use Michael Avenatti, right? Where he says, hi Rita, he says that, they said that they were going to come after a lot of people, that was around. So I could send it. Well, Pee Wee, I don't know if someone would have the link to the As Is podcast. This is his third show. Right now he's not running with just a few subscribers, I think, and it's probably about maybe 30 something people that was sitting in there, and he might not get them right because his show is being broadcast on other people panel. Maybe they can't got some agreement going on. I don't know, but I'm like, okay, he's just getting his podcast started. I don't know if it's selfish or whatever, but I don't know. I think that if I have two people up in there and like we got to have an agreement for you to play it, because I can imagine him trying to get his podcast viewers up, right? But it kind of is not going to go up if it's being played, on various platforms while he's playing. It's just weird. So, but he touched on the fact that you were around. You were around, right? You saw some things. And Wayne Williams really, really, really answered that very, very well. Very, very well. And he told him, but Shabazz came back with expeditiously not satisfied with Wayne Williams' response, right? And you would sit back and think like, okay, well, what do you want him to say? Well, he asked him, you had to been around, right? You do know, like this paperwork is saying that they're coming around, they're coming after people or whatever that may have been in Kelly's camp and worked with him. So Wayne Williams topped off by saying, well, being an artist, you can have all different type of people working for you, all different people that will call themselves managers or this or that. However, to his Shabazz question, he said that when they are in the office or the studio or whatever it is, that's called business. Once the business is done, he go his way and everybody else go their own way. He clearly says that when we leave from doing business, I don't leave to go into someone else's home. Everybody have their own private lifestyles, right? I ain't got no business knowing about this or this or that. But in my opinion, I think Shabazz was really trying to push him to say what he wanted him to say pertaining to the allegations and the situation of what Mr. Kelly was convicted on, his sexual, background or private life, right? So he says, well, and I'm not quoting it verbatim, you guys. I'm not quoting it verbatim, but he was like, Shabazz was like, but you had to seen something, and seen what? He says that no, I don't have a reason to be on here. I have to watch what I say. I'm very careful too, and like they could be watching your show. Basically, pretty much is what he said. Like, I don't know who's watching this or who's doing that and who's doing that. So I'm not going to be sitting on here and incriminate myself on something that I really don't know about this man's personal life. And I don't think Shabazz like that, right? But Shabazz came back with his rebuttal back to that was that he disagreed with Wayne Williams on that. Why wouldn't you know something about that man's personal life with his women and sex and stuff, right? Because being around someone like that can actually hurt you is the way Shabazz came back with it, right? And I was like, huh? So his example was, I have a business and I am going to make it my business to know pretty much everything about the people that works around me. And I'm sitting here going, I beg to differ, because put a brown heart in the chat room if you have had a job, you work with somebody, or you know what I'm saying, just and you went to work, right? Or you went and applied for this job. There ain't nothing on that goddamn application that says that I got to disclose to you everything about my personal goddamn life. It asks you whether if I'm a felony, my race, and da 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 da, my address, and blah blah blah, social security number, blah 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 blah. And that's what the information that the employee is entitled to looking up to see if I am a candidate to receive the position that they're hiring. My educational background, my work experiences, and all of that, right? But Shabazz went on about, no, if you're around him or whatever, he needs to know about everything about you, because it's going to be some things in your life that can come to light and harm me, harm my business, harm this. And I'm sitting there going, what? Excuse my French, like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't want to work for you if I got to tell you that I got a goddamn date with Billy Bob at 10 o'clock. That ain't none of your damn business. None. So if you ever happen to work with Shabazz, right, you got to be careful. He want to know who you dicking down and who dicking you up. And that just wasn't cool, because he feels like he's the boss. And he doesn't want anyone to bring any heat or of kind to jeopardize his place of business. No. What you do is, and this is just my way of correcting it, in my opinion, is if you are working for me and I find out that, okay, you are in trouble for some things, right? And, ooh, this may not be looking good for my company. I don't want to know what it is, but you know what? I may have to let you go so that you have to deal with, so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so. But I don't know. Pee Wee says she can't get the link to click on the link. I may have to put it in there. I may have to do it. I'm going to have to give them the authorization, which I would do this weekend. I have to go in and try to give Harlem and Beauty Is Me the authorization to post the things in the chat. But let me see. I don't know if I can find it for you, because I want to get on with the video and then do my reading so I can get my butt to bed, y'all. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it for you. I'm not going to play his video at all. No. See, I have to go out to find it. Let's go down to history. Oh, okay. So let me click the. Yeah, see, because she's not going to be able to grab it because it has to be in blue. So Saturday, I will make sure that Harlem and Beauty Is Me. Okay. Because she keeps saying that she can't. Okay. You'll find it though, Pee Wee. It's under the As Is podcast. Wayne Williams is the A and R that's signed R. Kelly, and he had to make that known too. That Wayne Williams said out of his own mouth that he had signed R. Kelly on. So, okay, so let's get on. Let's do our video. Have some fun with that one, because that might take a minute too, y'all. It might take a minute. So, for him trying to catch him in a trick bag, namely Booker, who claims to be so close, which is a lie. We saw the non-interaction of the trial. So, Lavina went to sleep. I didn't see her leave, so I want to give her a shout out and thank her for joining the chat. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, let's go. Keep in mind that this is a video just for entertainment purpose only. I will be stopping the video. I do not own the rights to this video. So we can get a little laughter on before we get into this book. And we're going to take a commercial after this. I don't know how long I'm going to run it, but we will see. So give me a second. I got to get it up and going. Give it a second. Well, I'm telling you what, Queen Diva, what, did you hear the video? Because he asked him, and he was like, yeah, I did. I did. That's what he said. He sure did. He sure did. I was like, oh, okay, And I don't know whether to believe it or not because I don't know him. I don't know back that far, and I'm not gonna sit and tell you that I researched that far back as to who signed in. Everybody started hearing this Barry Hankerson and Clive, and then you start hearing this. I heard the Wayne Williams name and stuff like that, and now you say David Hyatt did, but yeah, go listen to it. He said he did. That's what he said. He signed them, but I don't know. I think that he's trying to find a way. I think he's trying to find a way for one of his guests, because I'm sure he's going down the road. He's going to find another one to do his podcast. And it kind of weird though. How is it that that those people have can get the easy access of the interviews with these guys that is has something to say about Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, but you can't get him out here on these channels? That's so weird. Why is that? Oh, y'all watched it on Sylvia? Oh, okay. 'Cause I saw it, somebody, it was played somewhere else too. So I'm like, oh, wow. But why do y'all think that is? Why do y'all think that these people won't come to like over here? Even I mean, it's a little messier here there, but they won't even come over here to talk to nobody like over here at all. You would think, and I actually thought, to be honest with you guys, I actually thought with all of the hooping and hollering of Bookham saying that he was the mentee and that he would be the one like to have all of these different people, to come on. Because he would not have like, not that type of bond, but they would know, he, fuck it. You know what I mean though? Like, why isn't he bringing them all on? They would know a lot about Mr. Kelly. He claims that he would know a lot about Mr. Kelly, and they could have been sharing stories, right? But that boy ain't brought nobody on, not nobody on his show. Nobody that's important and had affiliated with Mr. Kelly. Nobody. Kip ain't even been on his show. That's what's good. Like, why haven't him and Kip sat up there and reminisced? I don't understand. Like, huh? You say, oh, on the so it was in the Facebook. Yeah, it's in the Facebook. I ain't want to go perspective. But Harlem be on it, y'all. Harlem be on it, y'all. She be on it. So I don't know. Why do you I need an answer. Why do y'all think that he has not brought anyone to do his thing? You know why? That's weird to me. Don't he want to talk to some of the bigger guys that that was significant in Kelly's camp? I'm just asking for a friend. Let me get the video up, y'all. So give me a second. One goddamn second. Let's play it. Let's find out where this defense money went. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da da da. Okay, I gotta get to because we're not gonna watch it all, but we're gonna watch some of it. Okay, I'm gonna start it right here. So give me a second. Give me a second, y'all. Um, it's a short film. Okay, and to run this film, for a little bit. Like I say, I do not own the rights to this film. I believe that these films are being produced and with the production of Genis Bay, okay? And of course I had to go be nosy a little bit and click on to see who is the Genesis Bay. To me, and I'm not trying to stereotype at all, but it kind of looks as if, like a gay couple that has started their production company, right? That's kind of what it looks like to me. To me, I think because it's not too much information on them, I tried to look them up. They're sitting well with 140,000 subscribers out there, but they are into movie production, okay? Somewhere probably out of Georgia. Keep that in mind. Out of Georgia, okay? Out of Georgia. And when I say Georgia, then that should be ringing a bell to y'all. I'm glad the channel is a little short right now. I like it that way. That way you girls get first hands on us having a little fun with the video, okay? I need the disclaimers, y'all. I need them popping in there like crazy. So copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, okay? Let me share the screen, okay? I'm going to find out what happened to the defense line. Now, I'm going to need you to pay close attention to the names of the characters as well in this short clipping, okay? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Let me see the thumbs up if y'all ready. Can I get some thumbs up to see if y'all ready? Maybe before I share this. Y'all ready? You need to take a holiday. It is crazy, dog, Queen, but you can't go because then you go miss an episode. Hey, Sheila. And then you, Rita. Hi, Rita. I didn't see you. Oh, Cheryl. Okay, let me get some thumbs up if y'all ready. We got two things we're going to pay attention to. The names of the characters in the show. I need you to keep in mind that I'm not starting this from the beginning, okay? Where I'm starting it at is all you need for us to have some shits and giggles. So give me a second. Give me a second. I gotta change something. Hold on. Shits and giggles time. We have to change this to shits and giggles. But I found out what happened to the money. Let's go. I'm going to be stopping and starting the screen, you guys. Please put the disclaimers up in the Got Nerd chat. Please, 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 please. Let me see if I could do this. Hold on. Let me do this. There we go. And see y'all. I want to see y'all. Oh, shit. Come on. Don't do that. Nope. It won't let me do that. Okay. Here we go.
Your father did. So I immediately get out the car and I'm just in the middle of the street, just screaming, crying, screaming, don't know. I was just like in total shock. I still didn't believe it all the way, but it was just like hearing those words, everything was just slow motion, just slow. I just felt alone without my father being there.
October 24th, 2006. Carteret.
Oh, come on.
New
Oh, there we
Jersey.
go. Sorry.
Local police have just gotten a huge break in the mysterious murder case of 47-year-old Robert Funderburg.
Robert's fiancée told detectives that she'd received an anonymous phone call revealing who'd done this to Robert.
The anonymous caller said the people responsible were Janine Owens, Tamisha Sanford, and Keith S.P. McBride.
These three are no strangers to Carteret police.
Janine was on probation. Tamisha Sanford served some time in prison.
Can someone please put Janine in the chat, please? I need Janine in the chat, please.
But as I recall, she was always put on parole.
Keith McBride had recently been released from prison after serving.
I also need someone to put Keith in the chat, please. I'm going to need Janine, and I'm going to need Keith's name in the chat, please. Thank you, ladies. This shit is funny, y'all. Let's go.
A 4-year prison sentence for drug-related charges.
Keith was supposed to be in a halfway house serving the rest of his time. However, he left and never came back. So he was actually marked as an escapee.
With this information, police went right into action, and they immediately put out an APB for all 3 suspects.
The first member of the trio police are able to track down is 31-year-old Tamisha Sanford.
So they bring Tamisha into the station and they started talking to her. Tamisha is nervous. She's upset. She's not forthcoming with anything, but detectives press on her. They started telling her that if she doesn't talk and they find out that she's a part of this, that she would be charged with murder.
Tamisha finally gives in and agrees to give a statement about the night of October 20th.
She tells police that she's been friends with Janine for about 8 or 9 years, and on that night they went to a sports bar.
Robert happened to be there
I
too.
need to stop that right there. And if you would look to the left of the screen, and I need you to put Robert in the chat. So we have Janine, Keith, and a Robert. Ah, Queen, I can't stand you. You can't tell it yet. You can't tell it yet. What in the world? So, yes, Queen, and his name as a character in this program happens to be Robert. Oh my God. But it gets better, because we gonna find out what happened to the money. We gonna find out. How did you figure that one out, Queen? Now, how did you guess that? What gave it away? What gave it away? I need to, look, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this. Oh, he has a job. I'm gonna give him some shout out though. I'm gonna give him some shout out though, y'all. Book him over there. acting out. Look at old Bookham. That is Bookham, a.k.a. Robert. So in this story, you will be dealing with Robert, a Keith, and a Janine. Isn't that ironic, though? Hey, this is for shits and giggles, entertainment purpose only. I do not have the rights to this video, to this production. Look at Bookham. Y'all, let's see more. Hold on, let me get rid of that. Hold on. That's Bookham, a.k.a. Robert. All right, let's get the rest of it.
Robert was
No
familiar with
shit.
Janine.
Robert is familiar with Janine. That would be Bookham, a.k.a. Robert.
Because Janine went to school with his daughter Jada. So that evening at the bar, Robert bought drinks for Tamisha and for Janine.
Hold up. We got to bang that up a little bit. Hold up. There it is right there. Hold on.
With his daughter Jada. So that evening at the bar,
Freeze.
Robert bought drinks for Tamisha.
Pencil. Marker. Right there. See it? There's the money. There's that goddamn money. Hold on. Hold on. Hear me. That's exhibit number 2. Oh my God. Oh. Uh-oh. This is exhibit number 1 over here. I found the bag. I found the bag. Oh, it gets better, y'all. This shit is funny as hell. Shout out to my girl. Shout out to you, girl. Y'all see it, right? Look at all that money. That was some real green. I ain't lying, that was some real green. Let's keep it moving now. We got that. That's exhibit number 2. The bag. He's caught red-handed. I don't even know if I could finish the video to get through it, y'all. Pap found the defense money. Oh, God. He is busted red-handed, y'all. Red-handed right there. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Oh, this shit cracks me up.
Tamisha and for Janine.
He throw some D's up.
And as the night began to come to a close, he did offer to take Janine and Tamisha home, and they agreed.
Tamisha says Robert wanted to stop.
Oh, I need to. Oh Lord, y'all. Oh, Lord.
Stop at a nearby gas station before dropping them off.
Hold on,
And that's
hold
when
on, let's
Janine
go
asked
back.
for a small favor.
We got to get
Janine.
exhibit number 3 in here.
And as the night began to come to a close, he did offer to take Janine and Tamisha home, and they agreed.
Tamisha says Robert wanted to stop at a nearby gas.
Oh Lord, look here. Look how he thinking, y'all. Ooh, I'm about to spend some cash on that ass. He finna stop and get some rubbers. That is exhibit number 3. Oh shit, y'all. The nigga is acting out the money. Yep, there it goes. Exhibit number 3. I'm about to erase some of this shit off the screen, though, so y'all can see. Yeah, he got a gig, y'all. And this is producing out of Georgia. With, I think, it's 2 guys, yeah. And if you click on their picture, they appears to be some lovers. But let's move on. Let's take exhibit number 3 off the screen so that you guys can see more. Okay? Okay. Go.
Gas station before dropping them off. And that's when Janine asked for a small favor.
Janine asked Robert would he mind picking up Keith on their way to the gas station.
Robert was a nice, helpful kind of guy. So he told her sure, with no problem.
Robert was a helpful, kind of nice guy. Yeah, Robert. I done heard that so much out here on the YouTube streets, how Robert was this very nice kind of guy. Now, here you is with the character, a.k.a. Robert, known as Bookham, a.k.a. known as Robert. The very nice kind of guy. Ain't that a bitch? Look how he looking at her, y'all. Look at that. Look at that, look at that.
They arrive to Janine's house and she runs up to get Keith.
Tamisha tells detectives that a few minutes later, Janine returned to the car with Keith. But they didn't get back in right away.
Tamisha says she...
Don't he look like he's sitting like in Sylvia's car? I think that's Sylvia's car. That nigga done took Sylvia's car to the production to film in. Red-handed. Let me get this off the screen just a second so we can see if he has that same dang on look. Yeah, let's check it out. Let's see. Yep, that's the same look. Chilling. This is exhibit number 4. Chilling in Sylvia's car. Look at Bookham, a.k.a. Robert. Now, ain't that a bitch? He got the same look, y'all. Same look when he was over there working at that Metro Petro looking out the window. Oh, shit. I gotta go to bed. After the oil stick. Like, damn. You better not leave me now here, as there is more. We gotta find out what happened to the defense money. Now sit tight. Chilling in Sylvia's car. Good gracious, he done took Sylvia's car to do the filming in. That's part of damn evidence. That will be exhibit number 4, y'all. Let me get that off the screen because we gotta get to some more shit. Hold on. Let me get that off. Look at him, y'all. There's y'all Bookham. Oh, hold on. Let me get rid of that. Let's go.
She sees them talking behind Robert's SUV, but she don't have any idea of what they're talking about.
That's the thing.
Eventually, Janine got in the back seat behind Robert, and Keith got in on the passenger side.
Wait.
Robert's SUV, but she don't have any idea of what they're talking about.
Eventually, Janine got in the back seat behind Robert, and Keith got in on the passenger side.
Robert hit the gas and
We gonna make sure we get a good picture of him and
Any
Sylvia's
idea
car.
of what they're talking about?
Eventually, Janine got in the back seat behind Robert, and Keith got in on the passenger side.
Robert
Oh, he looked the same way. The same way on his show. He don't have, he's just the same character, y'all. Day in and day out. They ain't got nothing new for this nigga to do. Nothing. Nothing. There's nothing he could change out. Oh my God. Let's move on.
Robert hit the gas and they drove off towards the gas station. Everything seemed normal.
However, it was anything but.
It's in that moment Tamisha realizes Janine has a gun.
When Tamisha saw this gun, she was frozen. And what was just supposed to be a nice night out just changed.
Before Tamisha could say anything or do anything, the gun goes off.
Tamisha sees Janine shoot Robert in the back of his head. There's blood everywhere.
And that
Tamisha
crazy?
says, with
Janine kills Robert. She shot Robert. She shot Robert. Let me change the name. She shot the shit out of Book. She got sick and tired of him running his goddamn mouth around here. She done went and blasted old boy, y'all. I was like, oh Lord, is Bookham dead? Bookham, they done killed you off. Bookham done had a whole 5.27 seconds of filming. And for some reason, there is nobody that gives this boy a longer scene. I don't understand this shit. On my radio, he did a whole 20 minutes in a 4-hour goddamn episode. What the hell is going on around here? He dead, y'all. He dead. They done killed him off the show. That was it. Done. Gave him a little $500 and he went back home. But in the meantime, we finna find out what happened to that defense money that we saw pass it off in that goddamn bar.
Robert incapacitated, the SUV started to veer off the road.
Tamisha remembers Keith grabbing the wheel.
Look, y'all. Hold on. We gonna have to put something up on that one. Just a second. Hold up. Book. Come. They done killed the boy off the show, y'all. They done killed him off that fast. Lord have mercy. Okay, let's move on, y'all. That was so funny. Bookham dead. Bookham dead, y'all. They done killed him. Look how he just laid back. He is he laid back, y'all. Oh, let's see what else happened.
And pulling over to the side until it comes to a full stop.
There's that Jeep. He was in a Jeep, y'all. Okay.
Everybody gets out of the car because everybody's in shock.
That's
Keith
y'all.
asks Janine to help move Robert over to the passenger side.
While Tamisha tries to process what's happening, Janine and Keith jump back into Robert's SUV.
Tamisha says the next thing she know is they get back in the car and they just takes off.
Detectives wonder, is Tamisha telling the whole story? Or was she more involved in Robert's murder than she's letting on?
They aren't sure that Tamisha is telling the truth, so they need to hold her.
After the interview with Tamisha, detectives know that they have to find Janine and Keith. So they begin surveillance around Janine's house.
While their colleagues surveil Janine's apartment, detectives obtain evidence that confirms Tamisha's story.
They finally get their hands on the surveillance footage from the cameras near the dumpsters where Robert's body was found.
In the video, you can see Keith pulling Robert's body from the SUV. Then both he and Janine carry the body back behind the dumpster where they leave it.
But not before robbing their victim.
Stop the press.
They both.
Where's the money, y'all? Where is the money? Here you have dead Bookham. They done drag. Pay close attention, because I think we on exhibit number 6. This here body lays Bookham, a.k.a. Robert. So if Bookham is dead, we saw him buy 2 women at the bar. You took them out, right? So Bookham here is dead. We on our FBI shit. We expecting gadgets tonight. So Bookham dead, okay? Now Bookham been walking around with all of the fence money. Everybody claims for a mighty long time. He got it. So here we have none other than Keith. And none other than Janine. Oh boy, this is not looking good, y'all. I spelled Janine, but there we go. Yeah. Now pay close attention to what happens next.
Both start emptying his pockets and take his wallet and the gold medallion.
They checked his pockets, they took the wallet, they took the other little money, and a gold medallion. Ooh, child.
Police determined Tamisha was telling the truth.
Just then, detectives receive word from their colleagues who've been surveilling Janine's apartment.
They've got eyes on their target, and they're about to move in.
In October of 2006, Carteret police are investigating the murder of 47-year-old Robert Funderburk.
Robert was a father of 4. He was beloved by everyone that knew him.
Just having him around.
Robert is a father of 4. Yeah. Now, y'all know they had to put a different picture up here, right? Because they had to, they killed them off. Or they had to use the other picture. Know how they flip the pictures, right? Not at all, Petey. Not at all, Petey. Somebody got the money. And they sure, it was Bookham, but then Bookham got robbed. Bookham got robbed. So allegedly, the suspects now are Keith and Janine.
Around. He always had you laughing. He had a big smile all the time. He just naturally, poured into everybody.
What she say about Robert? He always had you laughing. That darn joker over there, boy. He always have you laughing. They really took everything off of his resume. The resume, the one he, compared to Don Russell's, that resume. He always keep everybody happy.
All the time.
After following up on a tip from an anonymous caller, detectives have identified Keith McBride, Tamisha Sanford, and Janine Owens as the 3 suspects in.
We're going to have to check exhibit number 8. I got the tag exhibit number 8. Bookham got robbed by Janine and Keith. I'm rewriting this damn story. I done rewrote the whole damn story, y'all. That's messed up. That's crazy. That's crazy. Woo, child. Hold on. We got some more to go, y'all. A little bit more. Let me get that off of there. I just had to tag exhibit number 8. Let's see if we got a number 9.
In the case.
Based on Tamisha's statement and the video surveillance of the scene, it appears that Janine and Keith are the main aggressors of this crime.
Investigators are eager to speak with Janine and Keith to see what they have to say. And they're about to get their chance.
Police have been running surveillance on Janine's home, where they suspect Keith has been living as well, and they finally get eyes on their target.
Officers moved in immediately to make an arrest.
Janine was seeming calm and unbothered, telling police she has nothing to do with the crime and she doesn't know what they're talking about.
Back at the station, police continue pressing Janine about her involvement in Robert Funderburk's murder.
Detectives tell Janine that they know everything that happened. They say it's in her best interest to come clean.
And one way the detectives do these interviews is they start giving little bits of information that they have. Well, we know this, we know that. They said, we've got Miss Sanford here. She already talked to us.
But despite their efforts, Janine isn't taking the bait.
Janine does not believe them as to Tamisha saying anything. She's still in denial. She's trying to deny that she was involved.
However, investigators have a surprise up their sleeve.
Detectives bring Janine out for an 18-minute break. And when she gets out of the room, she sees something that stops her dead in her tracks.
She sees Tamisha.
Tamisha gives Janine the look, telling her that it's over.
Now she believed Tamisha done told everything. And so she's come back knowing that the gig is up. And so at this time, she has to start talking.
After she saw Misha, she went back in and basically, confessed.
Janine begins to tell her side of the story. Janine said that
Anna Paula, there you have Bookham, right there in your left-hand side of the screen. aka Robert. Yeah, he's obviously got a job, but he was killed off the scene pretty quickly. I think he might have had only about 5 minutes and 27 seconds. But, you know, a job is a job. Everybody's got to do a job. Apparently, he's in a production that was filmed and master planned by two guys, and you have to go to the page, to the about, to see what kind of two guys they are. I believe that this production took place somewhere in Georgia.
That she and Tamisha got together and decided to go out for drinks at the local bar that evening. And when they got there, she ran into her friend Jada's father, Robert.
My dad went to the bar in Carteret. If he's out, he's buying himself a drink, he's buying somebody else a drink, and you were drinking,
Come
you were
on,
drinking, you were drinking.
Anapar, look at that face. Look at that face.
They drunk, they had fun, and then as the night began to come, Robert.
That's Robert. Now, why do you think, isn't it ironic that he has the character name Robert? You don't think that that's ironic? Why he couldn't have been a Bill, a Bob, a John, a Sam, Matthew, Solomon, none of that. He just had to be Robert. I was like, huh? I mean, I had to rewind it, girl. I had to rewind it, right? I was like, Robert? Is this boy really a character named Robert? Come on, come on, come on.
My dad went to the bar in Carteret. If he's out, he's buying himself a drink, he's buying somebody else a drink, and you were drinking, you were drinking, you were drinking.
Spending. What did he say? He's always buying her a drink, and that a drink, and then the other drink, and then the other drink, and that boy just bought drinks after drinks after drinks. And y'all out here asking, where that money at? Where that money at? Shit, they getting filled with juice. Where that money at? She said, let's listen to her again. What she said he did. What she said he did with that goddamn drink. What she said? What with the money?
Her friend Jada's father, Robert.
My dad went to the bar in Carteret. If he's out, he's buying himself a drink, he's buying somebody else a drink, and you were drinking, you were drinking, you were drinking.
They drunk, they had fun, and then as the night began to come to an end, around 2 a.m. in the morning, Robert offered Tamisha and Janine a ride home.
Janine confirmed Tamisha's account that they wanted to stop at a local gas station, but decided to go and pick up Keith first.
Janine says that when the trio arrived at the apartment complex, she went upstairs to get Keith, while Tamisha and Robert waited in the car. But upon entering the apartment, Janine could immediately tell something was off with her man.
Keith was apparently asking her a lot of questions, and it appeared that he was high.
Keith didn't like that another man had been buying his girlfriend drinks at the bar all night. But Janine explained it was just Robert being friendly.
She also mentioned to Keith that Robert had a lot of cash on him that night. She had noticed when he opened his wallet to pay
the press. Bag it up. Bag it up. Bag it up. Continue.
Night. But Janine explained it was just Robert being friendly.
She also mentioned to Keith that Robert had a lot of cash on him that night.
Yeah. Robert had a lot of cash on him that night. Yeah. I ain't say that shit. Janine said that shit. Robert had a lot of cash on him that night. Well, let's continue to exhibit number 10.
She had noticed when he opened his wallet
Oh, yeah.
to pay the bar tab.
Look at that. Look at all that money in there. He got the bags. He got y'all bags. And I think that we gonna need to get exhibit number 10 on the screen. That's what we about to do. Exhibit number 10. Bag. Defense. And they are all hundreds. He got the bags. Oh, shit. So they said, your damn defense fund went a long way. Hey, I am just the messenger. I am the messenger, y'all. We just remaking we remaking for my man full episode. This video is only for entertainment purposes only, y'all. Only. You gonna catch me. This is shits and giggles. Shits and giggles, y'all. I'm just saying, that's a lot of money there, beauty. I'm like, oh, okay. And that right there is at least about a good, maybe $5,000. That's got to be about $5,000. I think so.
Before they left that evening.
Keith probably feels jealousy, sense of, possession, even the thought of some kind of revenge. And in that moment, Keith tells Janine, Robert's gonna get robbed tonight.
Keith told Janine, Robert is gonna get robbed tonight. They finna rob him, y'all. They finna rob him. So now, I mean, Robert got killed, and only 2 people left to go for Janine and Keith. Fine. Where's the money?
Janine wasn't okay with this, but she was scared. She didn't know what to do. Keith was upset at her, and this new information of Easy having cash kind of like gave her the escape out, because now Robert was the target.
Janine felt that she didn't do anything wrong, neither did Robert. It was an innocent evening of fun and drinks. However, she didn't want to disappoint Keith and felt like she had to go along with what Keith said in order to maintain her relationship with him. Janine said before they got in the car, Keith handed her a rag that had a gun in it.
When Keith handed her the gun, she didn't know what to do. So he got frustrated with her, pointed to the gun, and told her to handle it.
They got into the car. Janine was in the back seat behind Robert.
She has this handgun in her hand. She's sitting directly behind Mr. Funderburk. She's got the gun pointed at his head.
But Janine claims
he don't even know he getting ready to get killed. Look how Keith looking at him. Let me get this off of here. Let me get this off. Look how Keith looking at him, y'all. Keith is pissed, and he's sitting there saying, nigga, we about to take all of that cash, yeah? But this right here, let me get this on so you guys can know exhibit number 11. We on 10 or 11. That's Keith. Right there. Look at his eyes. Look at this. The gun. The gun. That's Keith. Keith set it up with Janine after knowing that Robert has a wad of cash in his wallet. Yeah.
he never expected what happened next.
Janine did not know that the safety wasn't on, so the gun went off.
October 26, 2006. Carteret detectives are speaking with 20-year-old Janine Owens about her involvement in the shooting that took the life of 47-year-old father of four, Robert Funderburk.
My dad was very laid back, very humble. He loved his family. He was just full of life. That would be the best way I would say to describe him. I wish he would have had more time. It's just like he's a big piece missing.
I can't give up
from
my
all
sources, girl.
Janine admits that she hesitantly agreed to help her boyfriend, Keith McBride, rob Robert that night. But when it came time to put their plan into action, Janine says she started to panic.
Janine had the gun pointed to the back of Robert's head. She was intoxicated, under the influence. And when you're doing something under the influence, it's no telling what would happen.
According to Janine, Keith then gave her the signal to begin the robbery.
Keith said, "Trill." That's slang for yes.
And in Janine's attempt to threaten Robert with the gun, all hell broke loose.
Janine did not know that the safety wasn't on, so when she slightly pulled the trigger, the gun went off.
Robert immediately slumped over the wheel, and the car began to swerve, and Keith had to stop the car from swerving and bring it to a halt.
Now, hold up a minute. Hold up a minute. Hold up. I want to know how in the hell did he fall forward first and then raise himself back? I'm pretty sure his part in this part here was to stay slumped over the steering. Oh, well, maybe Keith slung him back. Maybe Keith slung him back. I don't know. But look how Keith looking at Janine. Like, you ready? You ready to do this? You know he got all that money. You ready? You know we can get that money. We can get that money. I'm gonna need you to pull the trigger and get rid of this nigga. We know you got it. He got the money. You said he got all the money. So let's take the money. But what I'm saying is this is only for shits and giggles. This production does not own any, PAP has no rights to any of this filming. This filming is just only used, y'all, for shits and giggles. But I found out where the goddamn money went. So Bookham got killed. He got killed off because he was out showing out with all of that money. Throwing some D's on them bitches and buying drinks and shit everywhere. And he had a gold medallion. Oh, let me get that exhibit up for you too, in case y'all don't see it. I don't know how much it costs. I ain't no appraisal or nothing, but I'm just gonna show you exhibit number 11. Ding, 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 ding. And this here is a gold medallion. They told us in the movie. And he probably wrote this medallion. Is that how you spell medallion? I don't know. It's going to work tonight. And here's the arrow pointing to the medallion. And then, so that y'all need some extra eyes to see it with, I'll draw it for you. Here you go. And there's your nose. And there go y'all hair. It's right there. Put your glasses on. Let me do this. Put y'all glasses on. Exhibit number 11. Hey, it's just shits and giggle. But I'm just saying, it could be possible. We on number 12? We on 12. I thought Keith was 11. Okay, we on 12. But you got to be careful. See, because people will take their story and apply it to another story. I don't know. He might have wrote this script. I'm just saying, allegedly, and add, and hey, and had to find some way to get rid of the scribbles. So that way, you guys will know that I got robbed. I ain't got no more. But then when this go off, he gonna be back alive and be back over there with all of the scribbles. But there it is, exhibit number 12, a gold medallion, right there. Ooh, yeah. Oh Lord, let's see what else, yeah.
Keith said, trill. That's slang for yes.
And in Janine's attempt to threaten Robert with the gun, all hell broke loose.
Janine did not know that the safety wasn't on, so when she slightly pulled the trigger, the gun went off.
Robert immediately slumped over the wheel, and the car began to swerve, and Keith had to stop the car from swerving and bring it to a halt.
But Janine says the nightmare wasn't over yet.
Keith immediately started screaming, "What did you do? What did you do?"
Keith pretty much took the lead afterwards. Keith tells Janine to help him push the body over into the passenger seat.
Janine tells police that in this moment she was petrified.
Tell you
so
why
scared.
you didn't get to see the scene of Janine pushing Robert over to the passenger seat, because she wouldn't have been able to do that shit. Do you know how much Robert weighs? Are you kidding me? So they had to tell you that that's what Janine did. Did that really happen? She couldn't move that damn Robert. Robert was too damn big for her to move. Now somebody needs to be held responsible for telling that motherfucking lie. The hell?
About what just happened, but she was also terrified of what Keith would do. He was angry.
Keith told Janine to get back in the car and drive, and she followed his orders.
At one point while Janine was driving, Keith told her to pull over, that this location was a good place to get rid of the body.
She helped Keith move Robert's body behind the dumpster.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at Robert. Look at Robert's shoes, y'all. I think those are some fresh Air Ones. Exhibit number 13. Let's rewind that. We got to get them shoes on here because that's part of the exhibition. Let's see.
Janine was driving, Keith told
know
her
them
to
shoes
pull
cost
over,
at least $100.
that this location was a good place to get rid of the body.
She helped Keith move Robert's body behind the dumpster.
Ah! Exhibit. We got to label this. Exhibit. $13. $100. Shoes. Someone please file that, please. Yeah, they put him in a dumpster. Girl, they put Robert in a dumpster. That's crazy. They done threw this whole nigga away. They done threw him away, y'all. They done put him in a dumpster. They done took his money and put him in a dumpster. Now, that's some cold shit. If you gonna kill me, knock me off. Just put me in the trunk and go to the hardware store and get your shovel and shit and put my ass in the ground. Don't go throwing me in no damn dumpster. But they done took a Robert, aka Bookham, and threw him in the trunk, in the dumpster. They put him in the dumpster, you guys. But I just had to go on with my next exhibit. Gym shoes, brand spanking new. Oh, Lord. Robert. This shit crazy. That's why I watch TV, y'all. I don't mess with TV like this. No, boy. The stuff that's this, what? Let's see what else they did to Robert, a.k.a. Bookham.
But despite the horror of what happened, Keith told Janine they had a job to finish.
He told her to help him look through Robert's pockets, so she did.
They took his wallet with the cash in it and his medallion that he always wore.
But they did not get some other chains that were...
Because a pilot wanted to see the medallion.
Behind the dumpster.
That part is funny, y'all. I need to get that.
But despite the horror of what happened, Keith told Janine they had a job to finish.
He told her to help him look through Robert's pockets, so she did.
They took his wallet with the cash in
it. There's the wallet with the cash in it. Continue.
And his medallion that he always wore.
But they did not get some...
There's the medallion. Right there. I will put this into exhibition as exhibit number 14. That's what we gotta do. We're on 13 to 14. Exhibit. Golden medallion. Found in the pockets of Bookham. Oh, said Robert had a gun in his bed for... Yes, that was Faith, wasn't it? I think. I'm not sure, but... woo, child. But there's the medallion. We on 14. Thank you. Y'all helping me keep up. Look at all of this evidence. Someone please put this in the discovery. This is the discovery. We going through the discovery, y'all.
Some other chains that were actually like wrapped up in his shirt because when they dragged him, everything got all tangled up.
Janine says after they grabbed what they could, they fled the scene in Robert's blood-soaked SUV.
She said they then left the SUV in a neighborhood across town and walked home.
Janine insists the whole thing was a mistake.
Janine told the detectives this was not supposed to be a homicide. This was supposed to be a robbery. She knew Easy. She knew his family. She didn't want Robert to be dead.
Janine says it was all an accident, that she never meant for the gun to go off.
Police aren't buying Janine's excuses.
I mean, how do you accidentally shoot someone in the back of the head like that? Everyone was drunk and high, and she just wasn't thinking straight. It was just a recipe for disaster.
Detectives ask Janine where they can find Keith.
Janine says she doesn't know. She does not know where Keith is, and he was on the run.
The police do not buy
And there you have
that
it.
Janine does
Keith
not
is
know.
on the run. Janine done flipped on Keith and Bookham, aka Robert, is dead. Yep. If you want to catch the ending of that episode, please go over and hit the link to For My Man episode. I think it was 22 or 20 something or whatever production that appears to be filmed with Bookham. I just find it ironic that he has the character name as Robert. I'm like, oh, you know I'm about to watch this shit here. Shout out to you, sisters. Shout out to you. I salute you. Oh, I salute you, girl. I salute you. I salute you. Loved it. Girl, now remind me to, you gonna have to make sure we stay up on the next episode in case he come back alive. I don't know. But they done took all this money. It's gone, y'all. There's no more. All gone. According to the episode. Keith and Janine robbed Bookham. Problem solved. Problem solved. But you're gonna have to catch the next episode and see what happens. However, apparently he is out, and he looks for jobs, look for gigs and things. It's just sucks because he only gets a couple of minutes in the thing. Should I take a bow? Did y'all enjoy did y'all put them hearts in the chat room if you enjoyed some shits and giggle time? Put the hearts up in the chat room. Did you enjoy shits and giggle? I don't know. We only use that for entertainment purpose only. Entertainment purpose only, y'all. The rest of it, the About page, y'all want to go check it out? Go check it out. Go check it out. I'm waiting because I'm waiting on all the comments are catching up, you guys. It was behind while I was down. You say Janine is faded as hell. I'm trying to catch y'all comments. It's catching up, but they going too fast. Oh my God. Yeah. That's it. Shouldn't be no more talk about no damn defense fund because it's gone. Bookham, a.k.a. Robert, he got robbed. They shot him in the back of the head. Is Janine and the movie said Keith. Yeah. Those was two people. We saw it red-handed, I believe, somewhere. If you go back to Exhibit 9, 10, 13, you see the wad of money in a in his wallet, along with a big, nice gold, they called it gold medallion. Buying drinks and brand new sneakers on. They drugged him and they dumped him into a dumpster. You say you want it every Monday? Woo, girl, oh my God. Well, one day I'm going to get to some TV. I just never was a TV person though, but hey, Shannon, did you enjoy the video? Oh, jeez. Oh, but that's the name of it, For My Man. It's always for the man. Anyways, y'all, let's get into chapter, where we are, 21. So, if you are still enjoying the show, I will appreciate you guys if you would give the show a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Don't forget to share the channel, you guys. We're going to have plenty more laughter over here. Plenty more laughter over here, you guys. So, let me see what I got next. That was crazy. That was crazy. Wait, I'm going to read some of y'all comments before I do a commercial, dog. He retired. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Workout Jack. You, yeah. Ones that ass right. Yes, I did. Oh, you was cranking up? Okay. Thank you. I just thought I'd bring y'all some laughter. That's it. That's all. I don't know. It's for my man. For my man. I just, I'm just like stunned, out of all of the names, we gonna go with Robert. We gonna go with Robert? Really? And then the other common names that, that you hear on the YouTube streets. Janine. Keith? I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. Why does it seem like the R. Kelly section, part of the story, has been brought over into that story? That's just what it sounded like to me. Thank you, Native. Thank you, Native. That's what it sounded like to me, because I was over here going, oh my God. Sometimes, and this is my opinion, again, it's my opinion, you'll have some real shit go down, right? But people will take it and act it out, right? People, you go sit back and you watch it, and you just thinking this is a show, right? But I promise you, if there was a lot of people that these two guys here, they had probably about 350 something views, 350,000 views, right? On these episodes. So, but can you imagine that if, let's just say 100,000, 100 of them, right, would actually know what was going on in this circle, and then they see this episode, you'd be like, what the fuck? Because that's what the fuck I did. Now, I ain't trying to put two and two together, because I don't really give two hoots about a damn defense fund. I don't. What's done is done. You can't, once you wash it and dry it, you just got to fold it and put it away. It'll be stupid to keep trying to rewash it and rewash it and rewash it, knowing that the goddamn stain ain't coming out. Okay? It ain't coming out. It is what it is. You either throw it away or put it away. That's it. So, but can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? You will have some people, matter of fact, you have a lot of people that will take something that was in real time, a lot of people saw it, and merge it on over to virtual time, to the main media time, to the bootleg productions like that. Now, I'm going to have to jump my ass back on Prime. I ain't been on Prime in a minute, right? Prime got a whole lot of little bootleg. Mary J. Blige, I think T.I. and some of them. I think it's a whole lot of them out there, y'all. All these people, right? They in a lot of these bootleg movies that be coming on, right? And boy, I got to get back over there. I got to start watching Prime, because he might have done slipped an episode or something through on Prime too, y'all. Ain't no telling. But if you can act it out, it's very, very easy for it to slip through, through the loophole. You know what I'm saying? Sell your story. That's how I feel like it. Like a story was sold to these production people. I forget their name, Spanish or Chinese or whatever they are, right? Or some, but I believe they, Georgia, Georgia, that Georgia and that New York connection, kind of crazy. You say you thinking Drunken Larry gonna do a tell-all? You do? Do you really? Do you really? Yeah, he just might. Well, you know what? I think that there's one thing that, as much as Drunken Larry is Drunken Larry. One thing that if I had a genie, my lamp, and to rub out that he would do, that I would love to see him do, and that was pretty much drop the names of all of these people that he says that he had, that he know that was out here, and it was close to about 100 of them. I like for him to drop the names. I do. I really, really do. Yeah. So, I don't know. Yeah, he did. I heard it all before he left, so ain't no telling, no telling. Open up another, we'll be out here for another 2 years, y'all, stuck with each other. We gonna be right here. We gonna be right here. 2 more years, guaranteed, tops. 2 more years. Yep. Got 2. I feel like it's gonna be 2 more strong years with this, so it's gonna go on to another episode. But they be funny as hell. So, but other than that, it is 12:13, y'all. I gotta go. I got a party, so I've been drinking. I'm trying to make sure that Keandre Nim is in the bed. And that's all. I just want to peep on the kids right quick and take a short break in his bathroom, all that good stuff. So give me about 2-3 minutes or so. I gotta get upstairs, come back down, and we're gonna do chapter 21 because we had to 12:13, and I really wanted to have some fun with you guys with that video today. So I hope that you will stick around, and get through chapter 21 with me. If not, you can catch it back on a replay because I am going to read it because we can finish smooth sailing through this book. So, you guys, I'll be right back.
But I don't dare to, I'm too fragile, and for that I do apologize. Maybe someday we can work it out, but I'm afraid it's too late to try. Baby, I don't dare to love you, and you know the reason why. Don't you know I'm way too weak to swim? Can't you feel the waves come crashing in? Running out of safety nets, 'cause every night, I fall down in the middle of the night, screaming, oh my God, 'cause your love's too deep. You know your love's too deep. I reach out in the middle of the night, screaming, oh my God, 'cause your love's too deep. You know your love's too deep. I think I'm a little drunk, and it feels wrong, but I'm not afraid to admit I used to feel safe next to you, babe. No making out of serving. Maybe someday we can work it out, but I'm afraid it's too late to try. Baby, I don't dare to love you, and you know the reason why. Don't you know I'm way too weak to swim? Can't you feel the waves come crashing in? Running out of safety nets, 'cause every night, I fall down in the middle of the night, screaming, oh my God, 'cause your love's too deep. You know your love. wonder, is it worth living now? They told me dreams come true once you live it out. I picked up pieces from my childhood in a broken house and healed my soul from the trauma we've been given now. I hear the whispers in the wind under smoky clouds and tell myself once again, I'ma work it out. So much shit can happen, yo, it got me tripping now. Yeah, it's feeling different now. Feel like I'm zoned out, put my phone down, damn it's cold out. Plotting on a rollout, we took our own route, really on our own now. These them winter schemes, plotting for better dreams, cooking flows and melodies for OGs with felonies who've been locked since the 70s. You gotta pray for enemies with jealousy, they only feed off the good-hearted. Just don't bargain, stay in your lane and keep hogging. Know that you a target and gotta finish what you started. Life of being an artist, gotta show them where your heart is. Put your all in, keep calling, keep going, don't stall it. Don't fall for what they all been dishing out. Just be yourself and it'll work out. I wonder, is it worth living now? They told me dreams come true once you live it out. I picked up pieces from my childhood in a broken house and healed my soul from the trauma we've been given now. I hear the whispers in the wind under smoky clouds and tell myself once again, I'ma work it out. So much shit can happen, yo, it got me tripping now. Yeah, it's feeling different now. Yo, living in doubt could be the death for you. It's only a few that'll rep for you and rarely ones that'll step to you and let you know where you wrong at instead of letting you ride away in your soul. Rather be whole and pure in my spirit. This life never ending until you near it. A lot of shit to bear with. Sometimes you don't wanna share it, but don't keep it in cause you fear it. It's an epidemic.
All right, y'all, let's get it. I'm sorry. We are on chapter 20. Chapter 20. Oh, I had to get a piece of karma, y'all. Okay, that was crazy. That was wild. Keep in mind, the video that was shown does not belong to One Papoose. I do not have no rights to that video. So if you are thinking about watching that episode, the link was put in the chat. It is called For the Men, I believe episode 20, 21, 22, something like that, where you can catch the ending of it to see who goes to jail behind the killing and the robbing of the bags. Okay, like I said, I just kind of had my opinion about it. You know, it was pretty crude. You see there's Bookham where I guess he goes out to do pieces of some filming. I just feel that it was okay. This is ironic that, wow, you know, we had the characters name in there of people who we've heard out here on the YouTube streets, right? There's Janine and Keith and the Robert, aka known as Bookham, as the character in this For the Men episode. Just way out. Just way out. Association is crazy, especially when you have already learned of some things, and then you go and you see something else that, you know, you associate, and it's wild. It's called wild thinking, you know, just wild, crazy thoughts. Like what's her name? Wild. What's the girl that sing? Wild thoughts. Wild thoughts. Yeah, I just had a very, very wild and imagination thought, you know, like, oh, ooh, okay, all right, if you say so. Wow, but let me get this up here, you guys, and I am ready to go, because I am probably going to oversleep tomorrow. I am messing with y'all, but I love coming on here, you know, and sitting with you guys. But yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. What's the name told me earlier in the chat to shut the fuck up. I was like, okay, we could do that. We could do that. But catch out the ending of the episode so that you guys can see who gets arrested and you know, up in there. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Hopefully I will get the update, you know, on it. Like I say, I'm not a big TV fan like that. So, yeah. I'll probably miss it. Probably so. I'm just looking for one thing, you guys. Just one thing. Okay. Chapter 20. Let me get this minimized over here. Why is that? Okay, let me get rid of this here. That. Okay. I'm ready. I think. Okay. Chapter 20. Recovery trudges slowly along. It's a relief to be around my dad more, but my stepmom resents my presence, especially since my current disabilities are attention. Her disability is attention and time consuming. Yeah. Even as I start and heal enough to contribute to the household, my stepmother and I continue not getting along. Understatement of the year, and life gradually becomes rough on everyone in the house. It's like Cinderella come to life. Stepmother who doesn't want me, stepsister who can do no wrong, and it's my job to clean up the house the second I can move enough to do it without passing out. It only takes so long to reach a snapping point, tired of my stepmom being cruel and my stepsister rummaging through my things to borrow them. My weeks of built-up frustration break over a backpack, a Donna Caring backpack to be specific. Leaving Rob behind in Chicago, I left nearly all my things in New York to seek Miami sunshine refugee in a rush. Everything I own, I carried back with me, and it's not much. So when my backpack is missing from my room and found slung over my stepsister's shoulders, everything tumbles out in a rage all at once. I don't have the energy for a proper soapbox moment, but I point out that I've been sick and I am still sick. I'm tired all the time. I'm done asking for respect, and I'm not gonna clean up after anyone. No way will I continue letting myself be treated terribly by someone who claims to love my father and is supposed to be family. Not to be outdone, my stepmom gets in my face and straight screams that I have to leave. Stepping back, I turn to my father and I say, "Daddy, I have to go now." I pack up what little I have, minus my brand new mattress, which pains me a bit. I tell Louisa to hand over the backpack and head to my Catholic grandma Felicia's crowded home. Grandma Felicia is a saint. Her house is always available and her hands are always ready to tend to the unfortunate, less loved, or less successful on the family tree. Anyone going through a hard time knows that they will be welcomed with open arms. This does mean that her place is often packed with relatives in need and makes for a chaotic home base. So I picked up a job as fast as possible, fighting fatigue every step of the way. At Cedars Hospital in Miami, receiving labs for testing. My first major goal is my own place in a short couple of months. Life is looking up in a sweet little apartment paid for by saving up my paychecks. I have my own car to get around and man, does it feel good to be working again and putting a life together until the blasted phone call comes, because of course it does. Those damn phone calls, it always comes down to one damn phone call, one tiny speck of connection that throws you off your routine. My close friend Rhea is dating Rob's cousin, Mac, and the two moved up to Chicago together a couple of years ago. She calls with the good news that she's pregnant and asks if I can come to the baby shower.
Bruh. Bruh.
I got to do that one, y'all. Hold up. Okay. This is her close friend. I can, if I can come to the baby shower. This is not the upsetting phone call. This is a fabulous phone call. I am thrilled for her and excited to be financially stable enough to pay my way for a mini trip to Chicago after everything that's happened over the last few years. To Pinto. Not that with the gas tank on the back, Shannon. With the gas tank on the back. You remember that, Shannon? Like you can't get hit from the back of a Pinto. You're going to blow straight the fuck up. Naturally, when I arrived, she's one of those beautiful, glowing, pregnant women that no one can get enough of. The time spent together is light-hearted, and being away from Miami for a bit is like taking a gulp of fresh air. It feels like it's been forever. The phone call that upsets me is the one that comes on the last day of my trip. One second, y'all. Got some stuff popping up here. I gotta get rid of. Okay. Naturally, let me make sure I'm where I'm at. Okay. The phone call that upsets me is the one that comes on the last day of my trip. The phone is being held out to me with Rob waiting on the other end. I stared at the phone as though Mac is holding a slug. I don't want to. I don't want to talk to him. Come on, it's one conversation. We didn't tell you before, but he's been trying to get a hold of you. He sighs at my glare. Please. It's his last opportunity knowing where you are, since you leave tomorrow. Fine. I take the phone and I walk as far away as the cord lets me. Hi, how are you? Rob's voice is eager. I'm all right. Are you? Are you feeling better? Please, let my anger and annoyance be unmistakable in my voice despite the nerves. Much better. Thanks for finally asking. Why does it matter? Oh, because, I'm in Atlantic City and I'm heading back to Chicago tomorrow. So if you wanted to stay, a laugh almost burst out. Seriously? Now? After all of this and me nearly dying in the hospital, and he's asking me to return to work and extend my vacation so we can visit. Please, just wait there for me, Zed. Please. Nope. I already got a new life. I can't see you anymore. I'm sorry. In my head, I'm screaming at him, you kill me in every way possible with your up and down and leave and come back and everything else you do to me. On the other end, Rob's tone is getting frantic. Asking turns into begging, turns into absolute pleading in a matter of seconds. Please, I'll pay you to live here. You won't have to work. Excuse me? I have a nice job. I don't need you, and I don't need to be a star anymore. I want a normal life. Please, just wait. There's a crack in his voice. I'll get you out there. I'll take you wherever you want to go. No. I hang up the phone. I hang the phone up myself so no one can convince me otherwise and leave the room quickly. True to my word, the next day I am on the plane back to Miami thinking I have finally found my resolve. I can say no to him after all. Turns out that didn't last. He knows. He opened the door. Rob continues calling their house until after the baby shower, until I agree that they can pass along my number. Then he calls me relentless. A month later, when it comes up again, I ask my friend Nicole to come with me. Strength in numbers, right? It's just a vacation. One little visit. A free trip to Chicago? That's what I tell myself, and I don't want to go alone. So Nicole follows me through my eerily familiar flight routine and memorized. O'Hare walked out to the waiting limo. I long ago stopped expecting Rob to pick me up, regardless of the begging level it takes for me to come. The driver is nicer with another person, and we're at the hotel sooner than I think. Once again, I am in a beautiful room, large windows, look out on the city. A spacious main area leads to 2 bedrooms and an expensive bathroom with an extravagant shower meant to feel like rainwater. We drink a bit from the mini bar as we chat, and it's refreshing. Contrast to my final hotel days of times before, when I started drowning anything present while shut up in the room by myself. As Rob arrives and walks into the room to find us happily sipping drinks, I immediately see it all over his face. He wants Nicole too. First, He flirts, then he pushes, then he guilts. Look at this nice hotel I got for you two. You're going to be cold to me after all of this. He spreads his arms out to indicate his generosity. His smile is large and wide. It should seem exceptionally welcome, but it feels predatory instead. I can't, It seems predatory instead. Clearly caught off guard. Nicole is backing up, looking at me for help, eyes wide. So in response, Rob grabs me by the arm and pulls me into the main bedroom, pushing me down on my knees. He stares at her as he uses my mouth. Standing to the side, rubbing her arms nervously, she repeats over and over, I don't want to do nothing. Done with me. He pushes me back slightly and grabs Nicole. Come on, look at everything I gave you two. I paid for all of it, and there can be more. His words all blend together, ringing in my ears. It's all the same, like something out of a nightmare, a guilt trip that's quickly becoming a threat. She slowly sinks to her knees as his hands slide over her shoulders, and she focuses on me for a second, eyes wide. I don't know what to do. My brain is in shock. The ringing in my ears is now deafening like clashing cymbals. My head throbs. What if he gets angry like he used to? What if it's worse now if I try to stop him? I feel like I'm 17 again, helpless. One of his hands deftly turns her head back towards him. He holds himself with the other. Robert wants head from two girls. And he's going to get it. He already decided. The guilt flows like burning waves coursing through me. I can't believe that I put her in this position. My head feels like it's splitting down the middle. And when he finishes on her, I can't even watch. We don't stay after that. And I don't know how to fix this.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G. Snoop Dogg. You know I'm mobbing with the D.R.E.
It said Commando Dragon with Mono. Yeah, seems to be. Yeah, her friend. Nicole. Now, Nicole is allegedly being forced to do sexual acts on what she announced to everybody as a greet. How y'all doing? A predator. Predatory behavior. A greet and a hug. How y'all doing? Yep, that was described as being predatory behavior. Yeah. She done leveled up from a greet, y'all. From a greet. Oh, let me see. Okay, I think I'm going to do 21, and then we'll end it for tonight. We're at almost 1 o'clock. Dragging a friend down into the twisted mess of my life chips at the already present cracks in my spirit. Returning to Miami for good, I poured myself into finding steady work, moving on entirely and letting go of the past. All of it. No more answering phones for more chances. Everything with Rob has to be over. Picking myself up from my former life comes with strings of its own. It was all new, and I've been 17 when it started, still a kid. Sure, you hope for fairy tale love or committed, ordinary marriage, but what happens when you've been conditioned to someone else being steadily in control? Someone else taking the lead with punishment for rebellion, followed by extreme acts of affection for a devotion that never makes you think twice. Welcome to the story, Craig. Woo, cha. I met Craig in high school. A friend of a friend, 3 years older, living on his own off his parents' wealth. We stayed friends through a lot of the madness and my back and forth between cities. Enamored with me early on. He tried everything he could to get me away from Robert. Probably both for my own good and his, to be honest. When I moved to New York after graduation, he showed up in the city, begging me to return to Miami with him and leave Robert. Now they missed the baby shop. Whose baby shop? Nicole's. I remember leaning against the train window, New York fall, coating the buildings and the trees, seated next to me. Craig has been trying to bring up this conversation forever. And I find the dull gray outside far more welcome than his words. That guy doesn't love you. I try not to look at him. The truth is like deep water underneath you. You know it's there, but as long as you keep paddling along, you can pretend it isn't. I wish I could just jump into that sea of mist and rushing past the window right now and float away from here, from this. You're just a prostitute to him, Lissy. Each word pelts me like a rock. The sting makes my eyes water, so the view outside the window becomes a blurry wash of dirty gray. Will you come to Miami? Please, come back with me. I can't look at him. My mind wanders to the day my mom threw me out. Craig just wasn't there, solid, understanding. Craig was there, was solid, his understanding, lumbering around, picking up the garbage bags off the ratty lawn after my mother tossed them all my belongings in them, and the tied off plastic bags in the yard. Craig, he picked me up the same way he picked up the bags, never questioning, never complaining, just doing what he felt was good for me. I still can't say yes to him though, so I say no. When I returned, broken, to Miami. She done went back broken to Miami about 3 times, right, y'all? I was trying to say, like 3 times. It's been years. I know. I eventually run into Craig through longtime mutual friends. It's been years, and the sight of him stuns me. He's reinvented himself, lost weight, created this whole new confident vibe that's fun to be around. I know as the love of his younger life, I broke his heart years before, but he's so good to me now. Even now, it feels like none of it ever happened. His attention is present and sweet, and all he seems to want is to be with me and around me. After being left in solitude in hotel rooms for so long, my loneliness happily laps up the affection. It's incredible. There's someone there for me again. someone who cares about my eating habits, how my dress fits, which colors bring out my eyes, and who offers advice on their favorite looks. The validation is refreshing. Being cared for again is filling so many holes after feeling so drained. Well, Craig buys me new clothes, makes sure that I'm eating healthy, and offers poignant reminders when I fall into old unhealthy routines. All our time is spent together, and I'm delightfully caught it through all of it. And I quickly emphasizes on quick. Move in with him at the house his parents provided, and it feels like I'm running breathlessly into a new life headlong. For the first time in years, my decision don't revolve around Rob. And this alone feels like an accomplishment. You said it sounds like she absolutely perspective. Absolutely. I left Rob drift to the back of my mind so that I can keep taking in this new existence without reservations. With renewed energy, I started working again. How did I know that was going to happen? Every time she goes back to Miami, she discombobulated. And then here comes the step B, which is getting another job. She done had about 10 damn jobs.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G. You know I'm mobbing with the D.R.E.
The first job turns out to be too much of a commute. So, I switched to the position at a nursing home where I'm needed all day. It's long hours, but I enjoy the work after giving up the prospect of my own money for so long between New York and Chicago. It's empowering to say I'm earning something for myself now. Craig isn't a huge fan of me being away all day, but I'm relieved to be out and about instead of shut in alone. I'm in the evenings, I come home to cozy up with him on the couch, and before I know it, I'm married.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G. Snoop Dogg.
Woo child. Immediately, it seems I'm pregnant for the second time in my life. It's somewhat of a shock to me since I've been super careful, but I like my life right now. I don't want it to change. Staring at the kitchen table, I try to brainstorm ways through this. I hide it from my parents, but they find out anyway. My mother gets straight to the point. You've got to have an abortion if you're not ready. I don't believe in them. Babies with this man, Lissy, raising an eyebrow. She picks up her glass of wine and heads to the porch. Life doesn't just change because of the mornings spent slumped on the bathroom floor or the weird craving combinations that stress out my husband. Life changes because Craig changes. We go on a cruise meant to relax and appreciate the good life, but his altered mood is hard to ignore in the supposedly restful atmosphere. Instead of enjoying each other, he's starting to get snappy, pushy, kind of mean. Occasionally, I catch him talking up random women on the deck or at the bar. When I don't follow his lead on what to eat or what to do, it's an argument. Craig, she talking about Craig, y'all. the husband, okay? Okay? Who she just stated had a few leads that, he probably wanted her to follow, and, a healthier appetite, and suggesting different types of food, Ooh. The silent treatment. The silent treatment. Didn't she mention quite a few times of her showing up to these hotels or whatever, even on the car rides, that there was no Mr. Kelly. There was no Robert around. She couldn't get hold to him quite a bit. He never showed up, never stayed overnight. I haven't read any of that yet, but I'll keep going. The room, together with the warning to only come out when I'm ready to be agreeable. Am I being rebellious due to the new motherly instincts, or was our relationship always like this? The uncertainty eats at me, sitting on the deck, lost in the thoughts. It's dawned on me that I've let Craig guide my everyday life for a while now. Doesn't seem to me like I'm really being so different, though. Maybe it's the pressure of the coming baby and a new focus for me. By the time we leave the cruise ship, things are bad. Craig has started hitting me when he's upset. Doesn't matter where on my body. Doesn't matter that I'm pregnant. I keep working, my only relief from the tension, while he stays home. His family regularly deposits money into his accounts, sharing it with me because of scarce. After waiting in hotel rooms for Rob to feed me before I starve, I decided I never wanted to be stuck in that situation again. So even though I am living in Craig's place, I keep a private stash. Not all of it, so he won't get suspicious. A rainy day, hoard of bills in case everything goes wrong. The birth of the two beautiful twins is welcome distractions from all of the shit going on. A perfect pair, a boy and a girl. We carried them gently home from the hospital, settled them in fresh cribs, carefully closed the door to their room, and Craig beats me silly. All I can think is childbirth hurt more, at least. When he's tires of hitting me, he screams, mocks, anything he can think of to bring me down. I squat on the floor, holding my stomach, still loose from pregnancy, still sore from popping out 2 babies in the last 48 hours. Over and over, I tell myself not to black out. Who knows what would happen if I did? Woo, child. I think that it's 1 o'clock, you guys. And I don't want you guys falling asleep. So I think that we should pick this back up tomorrow night, because I think 21 is going to get even better. Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
The motherfucking Eagle Double G.
I don't know, y'all. Yeah, 21 is long. It's a little longer than I anticipated, and I'm getting a little sleepy. Tell you the truth, So you guys think thumbs up, or can we pick up tomorrow? We're gonna pick it up tomorrow. We're gonna pick it up tomorrow. But yeah, 2 twins, a boy and a girl. I know, right? But that was detailing, you know. It was detailing. You know, she brought herself out saying that this is some things that, you know, Kelly did, and I was 17, and he left me alone, and he never was there, and I couldn't get a hold of him. Demetrius was riding and picked me up and dropped me off. She's met with McDavid. A whole bunch of stuff going on. Then I guess she finally laid her foot down. I'm going home. Back to Miami, where I find that she's probably on job number 3 by this time of meeting her husband, Craig, whom she bared 2 babies for. So now it's Craig was beating me, and we do this, and he does, you know, and things are just didn't see eye to eye right now with them here in this chapter of 21. But 7 o'clock, not 7, 8 o'clock, 8:30, baby. 8 o'clock, 8:30 Central Standard Time, because it'll take me a minute to get home and then get some kisses from the kids and stuff. So then I will come home to get through chapter 21. So I hope to see you back here and indulging yourself into these detailing allegations, narrations of Lizette Martinez, you guys. So but I'm gonna let you guys go get some sleep. I have to be up at 7 o'clock. So, but I had to run the video, so I know that probably would have taken a little bit of time, but I wanted to pump that one out first, y'all. I had to. So on your way out, go ahead and give the channel a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Share the channel. Continue to stay subscribed. Click the About page. Go over and look through the One Papoose Grind store. I have out there my way to give back to Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, that anyone that purchase any merch on the One Papoose, what you say? I am going to get some sleep. Girl, hey, girl! You got your Secret Santa? Did you do your Secret Santa? BFF is in the chat, y'all. She a night owl. She don't go to bed till 8, 9 in the morning. I'm going to sleep. And like I told you guys, I will be matching what you guys are doing up to a certain limit for my share of the support for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. That's about it. BFF, did you catch the video? Did you happen to catch the video, girl? I had to have some fun with that one. That was funny. But I'm sleepy now. And I know I don't want my chat to be in the chat room sleepy at all. You say you got it? Okay. So you know we got to put it in the basket. Put it in the basket. Other than that, I'm out of here, y'all. I don't want us sleepy, so we gonna come back and finish it and go hard at it tomorrow. Tomorrow is just only the book reading. That's it. That's all. I won't have nothing before or after it. I'm just gonna get through the book. Okay? So I appreciate everybody coming out. Girl, wait till I tell you tomorrow. I'm telling you tomorrow. I'll see you at 12 o'clock tomorrow. I'm telling you all about it, because I couldn't believe it. I was like, isn't this something? This is crazy. But anyways, I'm going to go grab a shower, go to bed. And I will see you tomorrow, BFF. And to the chat room, thank you guys for coming over for the book read. With that being said, get the hell up out of here. I wanna tell you, you know hide away from the light, but I don't dare to. I'm too fragile, and for that I do apologize. Maybe someday we can work it out, but I'm afraid it's too late to try. Baby, I don't dare to love
but I'm not afraid to admit I used to feel safe next to you, babe. No, I'm thinking I deserve a hit. Maybe someday we could work it out, but I'm afraid it's too late to try.